Hey guys, hey Zebracorns, it's me Kyara, and before we start this video, I would like to say congrats to Kristin Perry and Nicole Amber for winning the giveaway. Hopefully you like them. Hopefully you like them because I just showed them, so I'll be mailing that out this week hopefully. And then second one is, this is going to be a long video, so hopefully you watch or not, I don't really care, hopefully you do. I want a lot of views for this, and hopefully one of you guys show this R5. If you do, I don't care, but hopefully not. That's what I'm crossing for. And then lastly, there will be swearing. So, okay, Zebracorns, as you can tell by the title, it is true, it's not fake. There are going to be pictures I'll be showing you, and there will be a Q&A after I do this. Okay, and then the pictures and videos. So, today, I decided to talk down to you guys. It's story time, I've never done this, so, here we go. So anyways, yes, I did meet R5. We able to start a long time ago. By the way, this person who invited me, she's my age, but I'm like 4 months older than her. So she was born the same year, but 4 months younger than me. So anyways, she was born to me. But anyways, this person who took me, her link will be down below because she is a YouTuber, but she does mostly edit. So if you are an R5 member, look at her channel down below. Link will be down below. Please. And also there's a regular edit of me and him. So, and I'm just saying, the 10th grade me, this one that's doing Gundam set was 10th grade me. Just telling you that. And then the one that was me in glasses and like, with like glasses and then like hair below and then like tied up. That was 9th grade me in choir. Like, yeah, I did not like it, but I might react to it, but I can't put the video. I cannot. I'm gonna have to make the sound, but I can react to it though. So this started in late December, early January. She's my friend Maria. She's like, "Oh, do you want to go to an R5 concert?" I'm like, "Really?" Yes, because I want to meet Riker, I want to meet Rydell, yeah, she knows that. I know all the names, but not their middle names. I know their first name and their last name. Mostly Lat Lips, because it is his last name, so that's really cool. So she asked me, "Oh, do you want to go to an R5 concert, in Des Moines, Iowa," which, by the way, is 2 hours away where I live. I'm like, yeah, and then she's like, okay, and she's like, make sure you don't have any plans that day, and I'm like, I probably won't, and I did it at least, that was good, because if I did, I'm like, I'm gonna have to cancel that, sorry, I'm going to a concert, so, yeah, so, anyway, she's like, okay, we're gonna start planning, blah, 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 so, that was good, so we started planning, and, so yeah. So, in February, I'm like, I Skyped her, but, like, we Skyped, like, a lot before the concert. I'm like, oh my gosh, da, 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 da. And she's like, I'm like, I don't have a concert shirt idea. And she's like, well, you gotta think of one. I'm like, I do, but I don't want it to be just like yours, so I just want to be something different. And so, yeah, that took forever. Like, it took, like, the week of the concert. I'm like, oh my effing god. Oh my fucking god. To be to be honest, I was, like, really scared. Like, I was like, oh my god. She's like, are you sure you want to meet him? I'm like, yeah, I want to meet him. They're, like, my favorite. Literally, I don't really, like, I really like their music. I was at first like, I don't really care for them, but I like their music. She's like, oh, that's fine. You still want to go. I'm like, hell to the fucking yeah. And so, like, February, and then, like, March came, which is the month that we're in. So
Yes.
And then and so the week before, I'm like, I think I got another concert show idea, but I'm not sure. And she's like, oh, are you sure? I'm like, I'm not sure. So then the week of the concert, so that week of the concert, I'm like, oh my gosh. So I was just talking to her sister, who I work for. I work on Tuesdays, and I don't have to work today, so I'm not working today. So I didn't have to work on Tuesdays. So I was like to her sister, I'm like, are you excited? She's like, yeah. So I was like, okay. So I was kind of hyped about that. So, and then that Thursday, on the 10th of March of 2016, which was a week ago, but I'm like, Maria, and she's like, like Thursday that day, I'm like, okay, that night, I'm like, okay, I got a motherfucking shirt idea, and so I at first I didn't, so I had to ask all these groups, like 5 Seconds to Summer groups and the One Direction group, so I trust them, and then I was like, okay, so blah 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 blah, and then I had the back idea, but I did not have the front idea, but my favorite's Riker, and I want to put something about Riker on the front. So when we got to the front, and I came up with that front like later, like at 10 or 11 p.m. at night, I was like, oh my god, I fucking have a good idea. So, and then right here, I have this shirt right here too. But before I show you it, I was like, okay, I think I got it. And I had to text my friend, and then she's like, okay, do you have an idea? I was like, I think I do. So, and it showed Riker, it's Bay AF, and then the picture will show you the entire thing in the front. So, okay, there's the front. So there's the front. As you can tell, Riker's Bay AF. And then on the back, I just put like a little Mickey Mouse logo, and then like the R5 logo. I don't know who in the band made that, but they're really good. So, yeah, and March 12th, which I'm really happy. We traveled 2 hours. They picked me up at around 12:30, like 12:30, 12:45. So they picked me up. They're like, "Oh, you ready?" I'm like, "Oh, I'm really gonna be like all like fangirl." She's like, "Don't fangirl." Last time that happened, like someone cried and they didn't know what to do. That's like, yeah, exactly. So on that 2-hour drive, we stopped and got lunch, and then we listened to R5, and then I was talking to Maria. I'm like, we should do picture ideas, and she's like, oh yeah, and then she's like, which one should we do? I'm like, we should do 007, like this, and then like and then we can have like Riker fake engaged me, and then we can just like, and then a funny face, and then like a and then like a regular, photo. But I'll tell you something. And then when we got there, there was like all these people. Like I was like, damn. So I was like, damn. Like it was really, 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 really awesome. I was like, damn, those are a lot of people I want to see here. So we went there, and like when we got there, I was like, damn. And then I was like, okay, so we were talking, like, oh, you still want to do that? And she's like, oh yeah. So she's like, okay. So we went there, and all of a sudden it was time to get into. When we got into the doors to go to the meet and greet, oh my gosh, like we had like there was a lot of people. I'm not even kidding. I was like, okay, so we got to do this one thing at this certain time. And so we got our wristbands. I didn't take a picture of that, sorry. But we got these wristbands. But and then we're like, okay, blah 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 blah. And then we went upstairs. We went to the bathroom, and then we went upstairs, like to this next floor. But this stadium is not like a stadium. It's like theater, like kind of like a. If you live in Cedar Rapids, kind of like the theater of Cedar Rapids, something like that. Kind of like it's like Theta. Okay, like something like that. It's a theaters area place. So yeah, and then we were just waiting for them, but they were opening up. Like we were just waiting for them after we went there. We would just open the doors, and then we're like, and then all of a sudden they just opened the doors to like where you exit. I was like, oh my gosh. So we were waiting, and then we were talking to one of the people that worked there, and then all of a sudden, the doors were open at that time. All of a sudden, I saw, like, Ross, I swear, was looking right at me, to be honest. I was like, and then all of a sudden, they all 5 came out. I was like, Maria! So I was like tapping her. I was like, Maria. She's like, what? And I'm like, look. And then I turned away, and she's like, look. And then all of a sudden, she's like, Riker! And I'm like, oh my gosh. So I looked at Riker. I was like, oh my gosh. So I was like literally crying in the inside for about 5 minutes. Like, I had makeup on, so I tried to not look like a raccoon, because if I did, horrible pictures at the end. Horrible pictures at the meet and greet. I did not want to have that to happen. So, yeah. So I was like, oh my god. So they went in there, and then people started going in, and then this one disabled kid, which they were really nice too. I will put the link down below so you can see all the pictures of different fans. This disabled kid, this first disabled kid, she was in a wheelchair, and then she went in there, and then when she saw him, she's like, oh my gosh, like, she's like, yeah. And then they did another round, and then they had another one, and then he was really excited, and he had like this Ross shirt on, which was really cool. And then the third one, this third one was in the line, so it didn't matter. But she had Down syndrome, the third one that I know of. But then we were talking to a fan, like, when we were waiting for our turn to come. And then after talking to her, she went in, and then we're like, okay, we're next. And then we were talking to Andre, and yeah, so their bodyguard, I think, I'm not sure, but I think that's his name. I think Maria knows. So Maria, if you're watching this, comment down below if I got that right. Andre was like, okay, so how are we gonna do this? I'm like, Mom, and then Maria's mom was like, I'm just gonna be in one, and then the girls, and then these girls can do the rest. And then they're like, okay. So right as we got in, so he took our stuff. I had my Little Mermaid purse, which you can kind of see back here, right here. And then I think that was it. Yeah, I think that was it. I think I had something else, but I'm not sure. But I had that, and so he took it, and then all of a sudden, right as we got in there, Ratliff and Rydell came in too. It's the hashtag Rydellington. So yeah. And all of a sudden, they gave us Rydell gave me a hug first. I was like, oh my god! And then Ratliff, and then Maria's little sister, who's like 8, like about this tall, I think. I'm not sure. Like, you judge by the pictures. And then we all did a group hug, and then her sister, Maria's sister, was like in the middle. It was like, oh my god, I can't believe I just gave them a hug. And then I was like, Maria's like, go find Riker. And then I found Riker, and I gave him a hug. And then he saw my shirt. He saw my shirt, and he's like, oh, that's pretty sweet, and that's really cool. I'm like, thank you. I was like, thank you. I was like, not that kind of thank you, but thank you. And so he saw my shirt and was like, he read it first, and I was like, oh my gosh, he just read my shirt. So it was pretty cool. Yeah. I was like literally dying inside. Like, conceal, don't feel low. And then we took a picture, and then all of a sudden Maria was giving them the bracelets, to Riker and to Ross. Well, first she gave them to Ross, and then I heard him talk. I was like, damn! I was like, inside, I was like, damn, his voice is so low. She's like, I know. And then Riker's voice is like how he usually talks in like interviews and stuff. So they all hit puberty. But, so I gave them each a hug, and then I found out yesterday that I'm at their neck. So I was like, oh my god. I'm like, that tall. Like, Rydell's 5'8", and I'm 5'6" practically, so I was like 2 inches shorter than her, so it was like pretty cool. And then after the, like, I gave them all, like, I gave 4 of them a hug, and then after that, I gave, and then we took our first photo, and then Maria's mom left, and then I went to Rocky because he's my second favorite now. I went to Rocky, and I was like, I gave them a hug, and then I was like, oh my gosh, like, I just gave my second favorite a hug. And so, we just did another simple pose, and then the third photo, I went to, like, I think I was, yeah, the third photo, I was right by that live, so that was pretty cool, and, I was like, yeah, well, like, I was right by that live, and he saw my shirt, and he read it, and they were joking, and he was like, Af, and I was like, and then he was like, Kitsy face, and then right live, and then Rydell's like, oh, sweet, and I was like, you don't know what that means, she's like, and then she laughed, and then she's like, and then I think they were joking, so yeah. And then I just posed, and we did another pose picture, and then at the end, I was kind of between Ross and Rydell, but it was mostly Rydell. We took a photo, but this time, Matt was like, oh, let's do a funny photo, and then we did, and then Ross was like, what, and then all of a sudden, yeah, you'll see the photos in a few. But, it was really, 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 really effing cool. Like, fucking cool. It was like, I was like, oh my gosh. And then we left, and then we got our stuff, and then we left, and then after that, Maria's, like, Riker was wearing the bracelets at the time, and then, was wearing the bracelets, and he was like, and then Maria's like, he's wearing the bracelets. I'm like, and I'm like, hashtag Maria's bracelets. So, yeah, so that was pretty cool. So after that, we went to sound check, and it was pretty cool, and we were just waiting for them to be done, and then we saw them, and then we were talking to the same fan that we were talking to before we met them, before we met R5. So I was like, we were just talking, and then the mom was like, oh, if they do a for the question and answer, I was like, she's gonna say, Ross, can we order you a pizza? So we're like, and they didn't do a Q&A. I was like, oh man, I was gonna ask Riker if he wanted some Chinese food. Like, and any of them wanted Chinese food. And so, it's kind of pretty cool. So they were doing songs, and they were doing a cover, I'm falling to pieces. Yeah, and then Ross was like, whoa. So it's hilarious. And then Rylan came out the first time, and then he laughed, and then he came out, and then Maria tapped the chest, like, Rylan, get the picture, take a picture. And then I had my phone off at the moment, so I turned it on, took a picture, and then you can see him leaving the stage. I was like, damn it, but you will see it, and I will do an arrow. I'm like, Rylan. So, and interesting fact, before I go on any further, I am older than Ryland. Ryland was born in April of 1997. I was born in January of 1997. So, he's 18, almost 19. And then, I'm 19, as you know. So, it was pretty cool. I'm like, next, we didn't meet Ryland. I was so mad though, but it was like, okay, so next time, we're going to do that next time, which we are. So, I won't do that. But I was like, how I met Ryland next time. So, yes, it's concert time. So, and then, right before the concert time, I got this shirt. Like, I had to buy something. I bought something. Like, the front's kind of dirty, but I'm going to wash it. And this is this chocolate, FYI. I got this. Like, every time I go to a tour, I always get a concert tour shirt. And then on the back, I always get the, and it has the dates on the back. So, they're going to Oklahoma today, and then on the 15th today, and then today, so this will be on Saturday, so today, and then the 17th they're coming back to Iowa, so, and this was their first time in Iowa, so this was kind of awesome. And yeah, next was concert time. So first was Rylan. He opened up because he always opens up before the show, and that was pretty cool. And he was sick. Like, I felt so bad for him. Like, an 18, almost 19-year-old coming to a tour, and then he's sick. I just feel bad. And then he was pretty cool, and he played his new song, Take Me Home. And then, yeah, and then Max Schneider, oh my gosh, like, he opened up next, and then I was like, oh my god, like he was really cool. He was doing salsa and tango, and then his high notes were unbelievable. If you ever go see Max Schneider in concert, like, his voice is higher than mine, to be honest, because I sing like, someday my prince will come, and all of a sudden we were just waiting, and then he was really nice and stuff. I'll tell you about that after the concert. And then all of a sudden they were playing Boogie Land, and then that cut off, and then like, we are family, and everybody knew except for me. They were like, oh, they're gonna play We Are Family. Maria's like, oh, they're gonna play We Are Family, so I was like, okay. And then all of a sudden, I was jamming out to Boogie Wonderland, and then all of a sudden they were playing Family. I was like, damn it, really? So it was really cool, and it was awesome. And here's the thing, like, I swear, I don't know if he's, I hear he's single, but I'm not sure if he is. I'm not, hopefully, someone tell me, I don't know. Maria says he's single, so someone tell me if I'm wrong. But, during the concert, me and Maria were jamming out the entire time, and then I was like, Maria, and she's like, what? I'm like, he's looking right at me. Rocky, well, like, I was in the kind of, like, not all the way back, but I was like, kind of like the front row. But, and then I was like, Maria. She's like, what? I'm like, Rocky's looking right at me. And I'm like, she's like, what? And I'm like, Rocky's looking at me. And she's like, oh my gosh, she's doing the same thing. I'm like, and I swear he wasn't looking in the back. He was just looking at me and Maria. And I'm like, who are you looking at? So, and then, yeah. And then after the concert was amazing, and then after the last song, before the encore, they were like, we were just cheering, and they were like, okay, we'll come back, and then, like, okay, so they came back, and they were playing they were playing a lot of good songs, to be honest, and it was awesome, and stuff, so, and then after the concert, everybody went to go. It wasn't that long of a line, but Maria's mom's like, oh, let's go meet Max. And then so we went, right after that, we went to see Max. Right after the concert, we left, and then we met Max, and then Max was so nice, and I'm like 2 inches shorter than him too. He's 5'8", and I'm like, dang. So I had to look that up, and I was like, how tall is Max Schneider? I'm like, 5'8", and then, so he was really nice, and he was amazing and stuff, so, yeah. So, after the concert, I met Max Schneider. He was so nice. He was really cool. And he asked me what my name was, and I was like, it's Kyara, and then my name is really weird, to be honest. Like, my name was, like, if you've seen Lion King 2, my name is on that, but it's different spelling, Kyara. But I was born before that movie came out, so practically I was born before the movie. It was the same year though. So, yeah. And anyways, we are gonna do a Q&A about the concert. So thank you to the people that sent me questions on Facebook. Not Snapchat, but Facebook. I trust you, Facebook. So, yeah, we are going to do Q&As. First question. Was it hard to keep calm while meeting R5? Yes, it was. It was hard to keep calm because I was like, I was like really about to fangirl and like cry and look like a raccoon. So I regret wearing makeup that day. How was it seeing Ross Lynch? Oh my gosh, like, Ross Lynch. It was awesome. It was pretty cool. And so, yeah. What was it like meeting Max Schneider? I'm like, it was fun. His meet and greet was free. It was, you just, but you had to bring your phones if you wanted pictures. But his was free, and he was so nice, to be honest. Like, does he seriously smell as good as everybody says he does? He was kind of sweaty, to be honest, but he did smell good. What was it like meeting R5? like seriously, like if I ever met like Louis Tomlinson, it's something like that. Like literally, you want to cry and fangirl like around them, but I did not. It was like, it was so awesome. I was like, I cannot wait until next time because she promised me that I can go. Favorite member of R5? Can I have two? Because if so, Riker Lynch and then Rocky Lynch, because so yeah. And then someone's like, what was it like meeting them? And then what was it like meeting them about? What was it like about meeting R5? Same thing. It was awesome. They were so sweet. They were kind. They all smiled. Like if some Rocky barely smiled in some of them, but in the last photo, and like the silly photo he did kind of. But it was so much fun. Like, it was so cool. Like, I just really wanted to cry. And now my sister's like looking at me like, what the hell are you looking at? TV? The camera or something? So yeah. Whom is your favorite of all time member of R5 in the R5 band? Oh my god. Really? Really, Caitlin? I know this was you. Oh my god. Oh my god, like, seriously, I, like, literally wanted to cry, like, it's Riker, but now it's Riker and Rocky, so Caitlin, it's mostly Riker, but it's Riker and Rocky. And then, the last one is, what is your least favorite ship and why? I don't have one. My favorite ship, though, is Rydellington. Hashtag Rydellington. They are so cute together. I'm just saying. Here's all the pictures and the videos that I took at the concert. And before the concert or after the concert. So, after was Max. Before was R5. So, I hope you like those pictures and have a great day, Zebracorns. Hashtag I love you.
is gospel. This 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 is gospel.